A student collects stones and finds their density. Which apparatus is needed to measure the mass and volume of stones? Okay, now we are going to measure two things. The first one is mass, and for stones, we are going to measure the volume of stones. So for mass, we know that there is a balance machine, top pen balance machine, or like balance machine. And for volume, because the stones have random shape, so we can use slender, measuring slender with some water or something like that, or any other liquid. So let's see which option is available. For mass, here is a mass. And for mass, Newton meter cannot be used because Newton meter is used for weight, and we can use top pen balance. So these two options are available for mass. And for volume, actually the shape of stone is a random shape, so we can use measuring cylinder. So these two options are correct. So overall, our option is this one. The weight of a stone is found using Newton meters, and its mass is found using a pen balance. Okay, here is a weight, here is a mass. Pen balance is used to measure the mass. Newton meter is for weight. The experiment is carried out on Earth and Moon. Similarly, like it's a kind of repeated question in which mass remains same and weight would be different. So Newton meter will show difference and it remains same. So the correct option for this one is B. It's a kind of repeated type of question. A passenger is sitting in an aeroplane which takes off and climbs to 10,000 meters. This is height, which is 10,000 meters above the earth. During during this time, what happened to the mass and weight of the passenger? 10,000 meters is the height. So mass remains same. Like we know that whatever the condition would be, the mass remains same, mass unchanged. And let's consider unchanged option. These are two options, unchanged option for mass. And weight, as we move away from the earth's surface, the weight decreases. So decrease option is here and here. Okay. Now 25. Person of weight 600 Newton at the bottom of mountain climbs up to the top. This is the weight of a person, means 600 Newton means 60 kg is expected. 600 is it's around 60 kg. At the bottom of the mountain, the gravitational field strength changes from 10 at 10 at the bottom to 9 at the top. See, gravitational field strength is varying with height. Okay, his mass is unchanged as we know that. What are his masses? What are his mass and his weight at the top of The mountain. So mass remains like we know the formula. W equals mg. So weight is 600 and g is 10. So it would be cancelled. So mass is 60 kg. So the option is 66, like 60 is the correct option. And now weight at the top, like mass remains same, weight is going to vary. So we are going to find weight. Mass is 60. 9.97. Okay. So if we use calculator, then answer would be 60 times 9 point. Oh, 598.2. So this is the second correct option. Okay. A box has internal volume. Okay, this is internal volume is hundreds. Like this box has internal volume of 1000 centimeter cube. Okay. When a solid object is placed in the closed box, the volume of the air in the box is 520 centimeter cube. Like this object is placed inside. Now this air is, here is the air in this region, and it's a solid object. And this remaining portion is air. The density of air is this one. Now you can see the volume of air is known. This is the volume of the air, and this is the density of air. We can easily find out the mass of the air. So we know that density is mass over volume. So mass is density times volume. So density is 8 and volume is 520. So it would be 4160 grams. So the option is this one, and rest of the options are incorrect. Okay, let's see this one. A measuring cylinder contains 118 centimeter cube of water. So this is the volume of water. When a small object is fully immersed in the water. Okay, when something is immersed in it, it's now, see, its volume is changed from 118 to 132. The object has a mass of 42 grams. Mass is 42 grams. What is density of the object? Okay, now this is the new volume. 132 is a new volume and 118 is the previous volume. So now let's calculate the difference in volume. So volume is 132, which is the new volume, and 118 is the old volume. So we have 14 is the change in volume, and mass is 42 grams. So density is mass times mass over volume. So mass is 42 and this one is 14. So Our answer is 42 over 14, and this 42 over 14. Okay. A room measures for this, like this is length, breadth, and height. Okay. It means 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24. So the volume is 24. The density of the air is, this is the density. What is the mass? So we know the formula. Density is mass over volume. So mass times mass is equal to density times volume. So density is 1.3 and volume is 24, and it would be 31 something, or maybe 31.2 or something like that. 31.2. So this is approximately the correct option. Okay, next is the lump of metal has a mass of 210 grams. It is lowered into a measuring cylinder containing water. The level of water rises up to 35. There is a change in volume from 35 to 140. It goes from 35 to 140. So let's find out the volume. Volume is actually 140 minus 35. So it is actually 105. And mass is 210. Now you can see in the figure, this is the volume before this metal lump is put into the water. When it is inserted into it, the volume rise from around 35 centimeter cube to 40 centimeter cube. So volume is new volume is like the change in volume is 105, and the mass is this one. So we can easily find out the density. So density is very simple now. Density is mass over volume. Mass is 210 and volume is 105. So density is 2. Okay. The mass of measuring cylinder is measured before and after pouring a liquid in it. Okay. Suppose like this is actually an empty cylinder and its mass is 110. Okay. Now when some water is poured in it, its new mass is 149.5. So it means if we subtract them, that would be the mass of this liquid or water, whatever is there. So let's calculate mass. New mass is 149.5 and previous mass is 110. So it is 39.5. This is the mass. And volume, you can see the volume is, you can directly see the volume from the diagram. So volume is 50. You can see volume is 50. So now what would be the density? Density is mass over volume. Mass is 39.5 and volume is 50. So it is approximately 0 0.8. 0. Oh, yes, not 0 0.8, but it is 0.79. That is the correct option. You can use calculator to find out the correct option. Okay.